Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome, and thank you for joining us. I've pulled out my Purple Rose journal kit box. I'm just looking through it to see what I need to do, because I think I'll start it next week. I've got these beautiful fussy cuts from Ginger Journals. I've also got some Purple Rose lace patterns on my laptop I need to print off. And then I found these bags at Dollar Tree. They're real pretty, so I thought maybe we could use them and maybe like the front or back of the journal. It's like the pockets. So I was thinking about that. And then I've got a few fussy cut pieces here. But this was the inspiration for the Purple Rose journal. Was this handkerchief that I found about 4 years ago. Is that not just beautiful? So I don't know if I want to do like this as the cover of it. I'm thinking that's maybe what I might do, is do like a tall skinny with this. Yeah, because that's 12 inches. And it's just under 6 inches. If I do that, cause, and I'm going to show you the papers if I can get them out of here. So this is a book ideas and projects box. It's just groups of papers, beautifulness put together that I thought would make beautiful journals, or at the time books. So this here, look, I mean, that is just beautiful, beautiful paper in there. Yep, beautiful paper. But that's got glitter all over it. So gorgeous. This is, I thought I had that in here. I do not know what I did with it. Well, shoot. And this here is just all the same kind of birthday color paper. Put it together in 2 different kits. And then this I thought would be a beautiful, beautiful journal. It's all kind of color coordinated. And I don't know where this came from, but it was a whole paper pad. So that's all the stuff from that. And I had these in here where these wouldn't catch on nothing. But now, what in the heck did I do with that paper, that purple pack of stuff? Daggone it. Whoops. It may be in the box that's labeled roses. Let me look in that box. I hope I hadn't hid it for myself. And that's just beautiful in itself too. Ooh, look. There's that. We need to work on them. I'll put them in here. There they are. They're in the back of this. There they are. So I got this pack. There's the paper backgrounds. And I got this pack. But yep, that's it. Look, just beautiful. Beautiful. So I was wanting to take 12 by 12 pages, fold them in half, and make a tall skinny journal, so then I wouldn't lose none of this. So that was my thoughts. is this here? Uh-oh. I'm losing it. This is all 8.5 by 11 floral rosy stuff here. I need to put that on the top, don't I? And there's that rose pink background that I told y'all that it was a scrapbook paper. PSX Paper Designs. And then there's some more of that. Just, ooh, shut up. That was pretty, wasn't it? Ooh, that's pretty too. Some of it's Hobby Lobby. Some of it is, ooh, look at that. Yeah, so some's Hobby Lobby, some's Michael's. The Paper Studio, Hobby Lobby. But that's just pretty to open up that box and see that in it. Now I got all this flipped upside down over here. But any paper that I came across in a book or paper pad that had roses in it, I pulled it out and put it in this. And then this is Pretty Posy. Who's the maker of it? I don't know. And it's got the pearl effect on it. That's the one where I was showing y'all. See this here? And we've used this piece, but it has the pearl on the front and the back. Yeah. But that is just, that's beautiful paper. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, beautiful paper. And he broke into half, you know, even half of the paper that I have. That's beautiful too. It's kind of grainy. It feels like wallpaper actually. Okay, so now that we found our paper packs that we want to work with the purple journal, I'm thinking about seeing if we can't start making some ephemera for our purple journal. Purple rose journal. But I really would like to have that on the cover. And I know this is different shade of purple, and I'm fine with that. It's like a purpley pink, but that's okay. So, I don't know. We may wind up having to cut some of these pages down. So you can write on that and put a pocket on this. You can kind of write on that. Yeah, so. Okie doke. I think this is one piece of all the paper. Nope. It's a whole different set. Yeah. And I think this is Frank Garcia. I'm not sure. It doesn't say on the branding strip, but I'm pretty sure this was Frank Garcia. I don't know the name of the kit or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that was who made that. Then I have this beautiful background, purple. And I just pulled, you know, purples. And that's pretty. It's like wedding dresses and such. Purple polka dots. And then this here. So that's one I had pulled to play with this journal. Is the different colored backgrounds and such. Okay. So now I do have these fussy cuts here from Ginger Journal that are the purple roses that goes with these fussy cuts. I don't know if it's the same ones or not. It may be. It might be, sure enough. But I do have in here all of the purple. Well, this would be really pretty to put on our tags, I thought. So would that. And, you know, beautiful. So this is purple. This has, I think, like purple lilacs in it. That has purple roses and stuff. We can make some cluster boards with that. Or, what you call them? Master boards with that stuff. Then I have this beautiful here. The small, all the different colors of purple. Anything I got that was purple went in this box. And then look. Love it. So then that brings in, you know, the pinky tone of the roses. And then that's going to be on my pages. This will be on the middle pages. And I'll put this in with that alternated. I thought that would be pretty. Then I have the dark purple. And then we got this. And then there is the envelope. This is the first piece of junk journal stuff that I ever made. Right here. And that's what inspired it all. Was this envelope. My U.S. Cellular bill. So I've hung on to that and saved that for like almost 4 years now. 5 years maybe. And I had originally put this piece in there. But I'm going to put a purple piece in there and we'll use that on something else. So we'll put it right here in our to work on box. And then that, we need the back view. So we need to put you over here to work on. And then look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. All of that needs to be backed. So that needs to be done. Then I have like these glossy stickers. Then these pieces here, you can write on the back of that with a dark ink pen. So I was going to cut this in half. And that'll be 2 tags. And a little small tag. Then I have the purple bling from the Dollar Tree. And then here is the front cover of that I made tags with. Just cut it up, made tags, and inked the back. So we do have that already going for us. And here it is. Tales of You and Me. Yep, Frank Garcia. That's the name of it. So that's going to be my journal card. And I just covered up where it had, like, that was the price tag, and it had some kind of other scanner code over here. So, but yeah. And then I have these here backgrounds, make tags out of those. So all of this needs to go in ephemera making stuff here. Yeah, all of that needs to be put in ephemera making. This is already made, so we're going to put it in this little baggie. This needs to be ephemera making. We need to make a piece for the inside of that. I'm going to put it in the already made ephemera though. So that's why I'm really wanting to do a tall skinny. That and the fact that the papers are 12 by 12 and I cannot bring myself to cut them. But if not, then I have printed purple kits. Alright, so now I did think ahead a bit for this one. This one I'm really not sure. I'm pretty sure it is My Porch Prints because of that right there. And this is before I got my good printer, so I said I'm going to use it and make, and see it was, ink was running out on that. But yeah. So that could be made into a journal card. But yeah, this is the My Porch Prints giveaway here, because most of all of their earlier kits had this in it of different colors. So, and then there's like a background page. And then you have the polka dots. And you'll see this will make a smaller kit. All of them are front and back. Got to be cut down. And then see this here. Yeah, this is a smaller kit. So we may have enough where we can make a couple of journals. We can make us a smaller one. And then I can use those 12 by 12s for all of it. Yep. Or we can cut these down and put them in between these papers from Lynn Art Studio. But yeah, that was the original kit that I picked out to do this with. So now this is Lynn Art Studio. It was says blank line journal pages, burgundy rose, purple shabby pages. So I printed them. That may be upside down. I think it is. These are on thick paper. They're not backed. Yep, this isn't backed at all. Well, we may use this and just cut these down and put them in between them. That would be cute. I think so. I need to print on the back of these. Yeah, none of that's printed. Yep. Okay, so that needs to be printed on the back of it. So I got a few things I got to do to get us ready for it. That's what I'm doing, is just getting ready for it. So this needs to be printed on the back of. That needs to be fussy cut. And this all need to be cut down. Okay, so we got our work ahead of us this week. So now I'm going to put all of my lacy bits and sticker bits and all of that back in here in this box. While we're working on this, like I said, I got all kinds of different color purple stuff to work on it with. And these, not really a rose, but it was purple, so I may just keep that for something else. I don't know. We'll see about them. I'm going to put them in the bottom here. If we want to use them, we will. If not, we'll just save it for something else. All of this needs to go over there to the other workstation to be worked on. Fussy cuts and cut aparts. Okay, so we'll put that right here. Okay, with all of that being said, and look, here's this one piece of ephemera that's done. So we got like 4 tags, a journal card, and an envelope that's already finished ephemera. Yay for us. And then I got, you know, some in my box down here that I was working on. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit y'all. I'm just getting up to put this over here at my fussy cutter and printer. So, I'm going to work on that. But now, a few of these, and seeing this is, it's just the light color of that background. I know it's really, really light. It's a background page. So I was thinking maybe we could take and make that a side tuck or a belly band. And then I can use this to back some of the, at least a couple of these here. We can put them on there, because those are really thin. Yep, we'll do that with that. These are our to be worked on ephemera pieces. Sticker bits. I don't want to put you in there. Let's put you over here in this to be work on box. And I'll just leave that sitting there. I just wanted to see where I was at on this piece. That needs to be back, so that needs to go up there. Oh my goodness, come on fingers, work with me. Alright, I think this is just purple flowers. These are none of this is rose, so that's fine. We'll put that back. Excuse me. I'll put that back in there. And we'll put it over here in the work on ephemera, because those little bitty tags need to be added to something else. So I thought maybe I could hang them from the bigger tags, was my thoughts on that. And the sticker bits might be a little bit too flashy for this. That has gold in it, so I thought these would work. Because it has the gold foiling on it. Thought we could use that as some accent pieces. Yeah, because it's only 3 pieces. And it has the gold foil on it, if you can see that. So I thought we could use that. Got tulips, roses, looks like forget-me-nots. Yeah, I think we can do that. And that was from Temu, of course. Now I'm going to keep this piece and put it in my, we may make us a tag out of that. So we'll put it over here to make a tag out of. Okie dokie. So we'll put that right there. Alright, so now I'm going to open these up. I'm still thinking about what I need to do for my cover. Because that's not going to be big enough. Now I did think about taking this and just leave it folded up. And kind of, you know, do a pretty gather on it. But you can't really tell. And then, you know, put that like on the front of it where it's hanging down. Right in the middle of the journal. Doing something like that with it. Kind of ish is what I was thinking. I may do that. So we'll put that over there. And then we'll just make us a cover. We can do that too, can't we? These are from Temu. You know, I went Temu crazy there for a while. So we can turn this way. I can cover this right here. And we can use that as a, and put something on the back of it. And use that as a over the page ephemera piece. Sure enough could. Good job. Okay. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna put this sack up because it holds my 12 by 12 papers that I'm working on and the kits and stuff. I try to keep them in that, so I don't get them messed up while I'm working on that kit. And like I'm laying these here on this project box stack, and they're bowing up already. I think I am going to use this here as a belly band. That's what we'll do with it. This is just a regular copy paper, like a 20-pound copy paper. That's what this is. So I may wind up making a master board with this and a few other pieces. I'm just getting the white edge off of it at the moment. we are getting prepared to get busy on the, whoopsie, on the Purple Rose journal. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Hope everybody's doing good. Y'all keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers. Apparently there's some more tornadoes went through again. Tennessee got hit pretty bad. Georgia, I think, was the other place I heard about today. I said I've not really had a whole lot of time to watch news and stuff this week. I've been working. You know, it's the week before the wedding. This is Wednesday night. Be y'all's Thursday video. So my sister's coming tomorrow. She's going to be in town the whole weekend. And then I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done tomorrow, so I can focus all of my energy Friday, Saturday for nothing but wedding stuff and wedding prep. And then Sunday will be my day off. But I think we're going to have to wind up making that wedding cleanup day. I'm not sure what the plans are as of yet as to when we need to, you know, make ourselves available for wedding cleanup day. So, all that is going to be so pretty. It's going to be a pain in the butt to fussy cut, though. Ain't it? Ain't that the truth? You know what? I think we'll make us a master board and put these pieces on it. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so now this, where's my roses? I think that's what is best for that. Don't tell me everything is going to be too wide. Yes, those are the same fussy cuts, except those fussy cuts over there are on cardstock, and this is just on paper, on printer paper. Ooh, wee, yes. I love that. That's going to be a pretty belly band, ain't it? Ooh, let's do that. Okay. Ooh, look at this one. I like that better. I don't want to cut none of the rose bits off of it, though. Daggone it. Let's do this one. That fills it up. It's pretty. It fills it up, and then I can put my little bling things across it. Heck yeah. And yes, my favorite color is purple. Contrary to popular belief, where everyone says, all you work on is pink and teal. That's all I was working on a couple weeks ago, because that was the journal I was working on. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, I like that better. Yep. Slide it over here a wee bit like that. I'm still going to lose bits on it. This one's still, because all I'm losing on this is some leafage, foliage. That I'm losing bits of roses. I don't like that. And I don't think I'm going to use the jars in this, just because it's a little different, you know. It's not mason jar papers. Does that make sense? But I am going to make some ephemera bits out of the mason jars to put in my purple. Ooh, look at that. I still like that one. Stop trying to switch it, honey bunny. Just go with what you had to start with. Oh, look, that's beautiful. So I'm thinking if we could fold this. And I'm sorry, I am feeling a wee bit under the weather. I really am. Like, oh yeah, there we go. And that'll be like a double journal card. Okay, so there's that piece. Here's this one. I'm going to put blingies on that. So we'll put that together. Okay, now what's on here? Oh, this, the background. So I think I'm going to cut that in half. And put some of these big floral pieces on it. That's so pretty. I want to put that on one. Is that the same? No, that's the one I'm using over there. That's the same thing. It's still the same thing. That one's cut closer, that one's not. Look at the exact, and see what I'm saying about one sheet I'll cut right up on it, the next sheet I'll leave the border around it, just so it'll stand up off the background. I think that's going to be my two pieces that I use for, so I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to do this on one and that on one. I think that'd be pretty. And I'm going to break out my purple ink, because I want to ink all of this in purple. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I know I just hit the table, but I'm sorry about that. Okay, so which one do I want to use? Do I want to use Shaded Lilac? Do I want to use Venomous Poison or Wilted Violet? I don't know. Let's do a testy and see which one matches better. Oops, not the blue, crazy. Not the blue one, knucklehead. And let's get in here. So this is a true start to finish for y'all. I mean, like literally everything. From sitting down, going through the box. Because I did have a few questions about, you know, what do I mean by project boxes. And so I just collect up whatever that I think would go with that journal. Okay, this is Shaded Lilac. Let's do a sample page. Let's see, I'm getting one of these I just threw down here. That looks a little blue to me, don't it, to y'all? But it matches good. All right, so that's Shaded Lilac. And then I'll just peel that right off of there. Well, I said I was going to peel it right off of there. Might you make me a fool? And then let's put the cover on that. I think that one's drying out on me. I got the most stuff out on my desk right now, y'all. But that's, you know, this is how it happens. Okay, so now, Wilted Violet. Let's get you out. Ooh, we ain't even used you, have we, buddy? You may be the winner. Alright. Ooh, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that. That looks a more purpley color. But that one there looks a little more blue. I like this one so far. That one I think is going to be a wee bit dark for what I'm wanting. Because, you know, all the other stuff is lighter. I think that Wilted Violet will show up on all of it. Venomous Poison. I think this may be a bit too dark. Ooh, I don't know. Now, those are 3 shades. And this is how, like, I'll test to see what I like the most. I like this one here. the darker one. See, it's going to show up on all of that. It's going to show up on the purple. That's looking a little blue. That's looking a little too bright. I think this darker one's the one I'm going to like. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm liking. See, with that. Let's see, and then that's going to make these backgrounds look a little more purpler. A little more purple. You see what I'm saying? You hold it up with your lightest tone. Yep. And see, that makes it look a little more pink. And then that, I think it's just that looks a little too blue to me. It still looks, that background looks pink. But with this, I think it's looking good. Yeah, even with that. Yeah. Yep, I'm liking the darker one. And then this is the colors of this kit. So see, the dark is going to look good on all of that. It's going to make that everything that looks a little pinkish purple. I think it's going to make, and see, this makes it look pinker. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes that look a little more pinker to me. So it's pinks and purples, and then that is just too light. It looks blue up against all of that. All right, so Venomous Poison wins that battle. Good job. Let's put the rest of it up. Okay, so while I'm working on this, I'll just use this here to hold my dauber in. Let me get my dauber on there right to start with. Ugh. I don't have nothing to stamp it on here. Let's just do that. And I'll push it on there. There we go. Because I'm going to cover that anyways. You know what I'm saying? So then hopefully we can put it in there like that. I want to find me one of those little duck candle holders. It's like a little swan duck candle holder. And I don't know how all of these inks got turned upside down in here. But we're about to fix that. That's annoying me. And then we have the milled lilac. We didn't even test that one. That is probably the color that it needs to be. It is. It's that purpley. Ooh, yes, that's it. Oops, come here. That is the pink purple. Shut up, it is. See, look. Yeah, that's the pinky purple that we need, ain't it? Ooh, yes, it is. Let's see, I want it to be that dark purple. Okay. See, that's going to blend. That's going to make it pop. That's going to make everything pop. This will be blendy. Okay. We'll use that on some other stuff. But yeah, I forgot about that one. Milled lavender is what that pinky purple's called. But for this, I want it to be, you know, the dark purple to be like, bam, in your face. I wonder if my little moonbeam was in here messing in my boxes. And I'm missing an ink. That goes there. I have another one. It may be my black soot. Let me put that in there. Because I got a black soot. And then I got the Victorian Velvet. Ooh, I didn't even try that either. I know that's going to be too pink. See? Yeah. See, this is too matchy-matchy to, you know, to do the edge. That, you want it to pop. I like that one. Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, double-checking myself. Double-checking. That was the ink that I was missing out of that box. Because usually I keep all my black ink in here with my extra daubers with their names on them. Okay, so we're happy with this. Venomous Poison's what we're going with. Now see, look, I can do this here and be fine and dandy. You see what I'm saying? That's what we can do. We only need this. Don't even need you, buddy. Just whenever I'm not working on it, I'll need to put it on a piece of paper. Sorry about all the accidental dropping of the racket maker there. Okay, so let's get at least a couple pieces of ephemera made today. All right, so that is 4 and or 8 1/4. So we need 4 1/8, right? Yes. I'm excited because this is the Purple Rose journal, you know, that I talked and talked and talked about. Still, you know, we just got a little bit of work to do on it. I just want to go ahead and start working on some pieces. Figure out what I'm going to do for a cover. At the moment, I don't really know. I think, let's see. Oh, yes. Ooh, shut up. Shut up. Purdy. Purdy, purdy, purdy. Ooh. Ooh, don't break it. Don't break it. Don't break it. All right, so back to the plans for the weekend. Ugh, as I glue that together like a knucklehead. So the sister is coming tomorrow. She'll be here, like I said, you know, for pretty much the whole weekend. And I did break that. Daggone it. That's okay. Let's scoot you over there. There you go, buddy. Sorry. Sorry I broke you. So my sister from Burlington will be here. And I'm not inking around that because I'm fine with that right there. I just want the ink around the outside edges. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it on the... Shut up. Is that going to be pretty? Ooh, I think so. I think it is. I think I'm going to like it. I don't know. I may have wished I went with that muled lavender now. I don't like that. It's too much. It's too different. Too different. You know what I mean? Okay. Usually I do all of this behind the scenes, and then I'll wind up cutting this down. Yeah, usually all of this portion here is done like well behind the scenes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the muled lavender out and ink this one, and we'll see which one we like the best, because I think that is going to work the best. That pinky purple. And that's the best color I know to call it, pinky purple. Alright, that is a Venomous Poison. Let's glue this down. Because the good thing is, if we don't like the mulled lavender, we don't have to cut that one down. And then this one's already done. And then we can just take the darker one and go over top of it, and you won't even know it until you watch this video and you see what I did. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we have wedding preps set up Friday. So you can't even tell that's on there. Yeah. I think this one is, so you have to do it with that, and I'm not liking that. I don't like that. That one's not coming off on the pad. It would work and be pretty. Yeah, that's not happening. I think I need to put, do I put water on this? It's the Distress ink. Do I spritz it with water to bring it back to life? I don't know. Y'all, somebody tell me. Let me know. Ooh, look, I forgot all about these here. Let's try this. What's this called? Lilac. Okay. Lilac is too light. And this one is lavender. Let's see what lavender looks like. Ooh, I'm liking the lavender one. That, all right, so now what do we think? I like that lilac. That's real pretty, actually. And it may be the flowers, too, it's on it, because I think that would have been pretty with the darker purple on it. I don't know. See, the lilac's making it look pink, I think. This is making this look purple. That lilac's making that look pink. And it's the same exact thing. That's why I want it side by side. Okay, quit triple sack it 4,000 at testing yourself, crazy train. And just go with your first instinct, which is, you know, the darker color to make it pop. Whoops, not that one. This is a hot mess video. I'm so sorry. But this is real life what I do before I come on and be like, you know, this is the color I'm using. This is what we're making. This is what I'm doing. I mean, this is literally what I do. And everyone was like, well, I want to see step-by-step process. Are you sure about that? Because this is it. You know, that figuring out what color you're using, which one matches better, you know, especially when you have all these color choices. And see, and I don't even have the whole 72 gamut of the little mini inks by Tim Holtz. I just got a few that I liked. Yep, oh yeah, see, yeah. Knucklehead, quit looking at stuff 1,400 times and just go with what you know. Go with what you know, buddy. Yep, that's it. Because see that darker rose, and then that background looks purple. It doesn't look that pink anymore. See the difference of how a different color ink around your paper will make it look. Heck yeah. Okay, I got this. This is my little Christmas box. So I'm just going to set it here. That's what I'm doing. To rest my dauber on. Well, actually, I don't want to do that because then I'll wind up getting that messed up. I'm going to get the stuff out of my Jesus tray, which is my little stamps. And I'll just put them here on these stamper pads. Set it here on the table. And that one just says made with love. With my little black ink. And I'll just use my Jesus tray, which is what I normally do when I have a different color ink. And then I'll just leave that on there. Alright, so we've been on here for how long? 50 minutes. We've made 2 pieces of ephemera, figured out what we're doing with what colors we need to use, and I like that. That really does look good. And I'm fine with the white on the background. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know why? Because this has a lot of white in it. You see? Has a lot of lighter tones to it. So this here I would cover up, but I would, you know, make tags out of it. That's probably what I'm going to do with that stuff, but okay. Alrighty. So now, let's stop moving, buddy. This, I want to make around the corners on it. And this is going to be a double journal card. And I am going to ink this. I need to trim around it a little bit. Okay, I'm fine with that. Look, now I got my ink closed up. I'm like, I'm over here, I'm going to ink around that, beating the fur out of that little tray. Yeah, see, if we'd done that with that lilac or whatever else, it would have totally messed that up. I'm just doing it around the flower bit. Just around the rose part. The actual petals, I should say. I'm just going to ink this here. Oh, this is going to be pretty. I am so excited. All my purple lovers, y'all need to let me know in the comments. You know, we don't get to do purple every day. Most everything's pink or, you know, something like that. So I got this with purple, and I got a few things with lilac, or lavender, I'm sorry, a lavender journal, so that'd be purple bits that I would like to do. Oh, yes, ma'am. Hush up. So happy. And like I said, y'all, this has been in the makings ever since I found that handkerchief 4 or 5 years ago in a little antique shop uptown. I found it and that daisy handkerchief that I made the daisy journal out of. Oh, come here. Okay, I'm going to slightly move you just a wee bit. There we go. Now, I may, on some of these fussy cut pieces, I just wanted that on the rose. It makes it pop up off the page. Now, some of the fussy cuts I may go around with my vintage photo, you know, and just knock down some white specks here and there. Put a little halo around the bottom bits of it. Yep, something kind of like that. Oh, yeah. Yep. So I'll be using vintage photo and the venomous poison. So then that, you open it up. It's a double journal card. I'm not going to decorate, but just the front of it, because you can write on this if you'd like. So now, do we want a sticker? We want a sticker label-y bit. I got purple stuff in here. Purple labels, mine, it says. I think it's just numbers. Oh no, it's actual stamps, purple stamps. And it's French stamps. And put that. Arrival approved. Scissors, because I want to cut it down just a smidget. Get around that little corner. Oh, I can't see it. Now see, this I think needs to be done with Vintage Photo. It's setting it right on your desk, crazy. Let's put it down here. I don't want to cover up one of those roses up there. There we go. Okay. So we actually did 3 pieces of ephemera today. And we got stuff figured out what we're going to do. So I think what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video, and see, that would be pretty on a master board as well, for like tags and stuff. So I think tomorrow I might go ahead and make us a master board. Let's do this one piece right here. And we'll have all the pieces that we had out that we were going to do today done. And I don't have to put nothing up for tomorrow. And tomorrow we can sit down and we can make us a couple master boards to go with this. They're purple background bits. And then we should be able to you know, start working on it. Because all of these here I want to make journal cards out of. And I'm just hitting this just a little bit on the edges. Just the slightest little bit. Okay. That's going to be a belly band. So don't throw away your misprints like that, because, you know, we turned that one into a double journal card. This here is a belly band, and then the other one is 2 journal cards. So saving those misprints where your printer wants to be like, we're going to drop the internet connection and not let you print at the moment. And that's really what happens to me half the time. Yeah, and I have 5G internet. It doesn't make no sense to me. So I'm just going to trim these bits off. Hate to lose that, but I done put glue all over it, so, you know, we got to get it off of there, or it's going to stick to everything. Like, you know, it's sticking to the table right now. Sticking to the table. Okay, so trying my best to get this finished right quick. Okay, 3 of them on there. It's not going to work, is it? Yep, it will. We're going to make it work. We'll just take these extra little blingies off. That's okay. Now let me have it. Well, I can't get them off my finger to get them back on there. Oh, goodness. Something that's so pretty is so difficult. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There we go. That looks a little smudged up right there, don't it? That one's not gonna stick no more, so we're gonna get rid of you. Everything's sticking to my fingers because I've got glue on them. It's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. It's going to roll up on me. Daggone it. Okay, so now I need to take these off, put them down here, because we can use that on something else. And use it on butterflies or whatever. We'll just have to reposition them. And then we're going to take it off right there. Oh, come off in one piece, buddy. Now, if I want you to break, you won't. If I don't want you to break, you will. Make your mind up, buddy. Well, it's on there, so I guess that's going to have to work, ain't it? Oh, it's so pretty. Ooh, I love it. Okay, doke. We'll stick that back in there. I'll put that in my box. Okay, so you know what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wind up inking it with the wrong color. I can already feel that. I can already tell that's going to happen. Now see how that makes that background look more purple instead of pink? I love that. Just by the ink color and what you put it with. Okay, so finally today we've got 3 or 4 pieces of ephemera made. And I'm happy with that. We know our direction of what we need to do and where we're going with our stuff. So I think we're ready to roll. I need to fold this over so I don't stick it to nothing else. So in tomorrow's video, I will try my best. I'm going to shoot that tonight. So we did this, which is the double journal card. I made these 2 journal cards, which was, you know, a messed up off print. That's beautiful. And then we made these belly band with the blingies. That is beautiful. Look on the page. Shut your face. Put that underneath it. Well, I wouldn't put the same print, but look at that. Oh, yes. That's beautiful. Well, I guess that's going to go together. I like that. So we're going to put that in here in our little made ephemera. Yes, we are. And this is pieces that we need to use. I need to get me down a, well, no, I don't need to get down a box because I got this project box here. I just need to get all of these project boxes out of the way. But I want to keep that Lynn Art Studio stuff over here, because I will probably use some of it. So I need to get that out of there. Just because it's got French stuff on it and words and, you know, stuff like that. So we may use some of these, the Lynn Art Studio stuff. So I'll keep it with. And that's my project box for this. And you got the little ephemera bag. I need to take all of these and put them up here. Okay. I'm getting situated because right after this I'm going to shoot another video, and I'm going to make me a couple of 3 or 4 purple purple neutral, you know, pieces that we can use with purple journals. I need a basket for this stuff. And this is really how I do this, y'all. I mean, I'm just being honest with y'all. This is what happens. So I'll get me a basket for my ephemera, and I'll just start dropping it in there. And that's what I do. And so this, after I get a little bit built up, I'll just set this in the back of it. And then I'll just throw all of my ephemera pieces in there. I got to make a bunch of pockets. I know that. I'm thinking where it has like the background of the book page in that kit of those purple pages. Thinking about doing, getting my French book out and doing backgrounds on that. Like making the French writing pockets. I don't know. We'll figure out something. I'm going to get off here, though, because it's already over an hour. Ooh, almost an hour and 8 minutes. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.